This should be delicious. Going dark.
So I told Striek that he should just 4-gate, and he says he doesn't like winning. Welcome everybody, this is Series 3 of the Top 8. We have a PvT on World Ship, Striek, our Blue Protoss, and BigAT, our Red Terran. With me casting again is Splinter. Welcome, Splinter.
This map's bullshit.
This map is such bullshit. If Striek doesn't 4-gate the back rocks, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, I think this tourney has lost all credibility because of organizer Mr. choosing a atrocious map pool. Luckily, a lot of GAF members are just so well-mannered, haven't abused the map pool yet, but of course, Striek, the dirty Australian, deciding to be the first person to really abuse it.
Right, nonchalantly, sort of picking World Ship, sort of not picking World Ship. You know, that just braces BigAT, you know, for an absolute terror, where he finds that there are 10 Protoss units in his back door in his mineral line, and all his buildings are worthless, and he can't build bunkers, and he's just going to lose. And Striek is just trying to con BigAT into feeling safe, and, you know, I'm not sure if that'll work or not.
Yeah, he doesn't know where the entrance is, but he sure does know where the back rocks where he could warp units down to your base are. Har har.
I do like BigAT's supply depot placement. It saves you some building area later on. Protects it. He's getting his gas. So 12 racks, 13 gas. Standard Terran opening. Striek moving out of probe right now. Going to scout a bit. Getting his gas. Looks like everything is normal for now. BigAT is going to look around, just checking for some proxy pylons. That's not where it'd be, but good on him for taking a little detour. And the probe's going to come in and see that SCV walking. See a standard Terran opening. BigAT needs to put guys on gas, though. It's pretty important. Otherwise, it delays your tech lab a long time.
Don't worry, they're there. He's going to be getting a single Marine, most likely an add-on. After that, I would think. I have a feeling he will.
Yeah, in these positions, it's my personal preference to get a Marauder with slow. Of course, that one rack to expand is my favorite TVP build. I think it's pretty strong. Oh, and the gas steal from Striek. Very sneaky. That Marine's going to shoot at the probe, and the probe will not care. It'll run away with its life, maybe attack the SCV if it's cocky. No, it runs back home instead. And BigAT is going to scout. He's going to see a gate, a core, and a gas. So nothing out of the ordinary from either player.
That gas steal actually may be a difference maker. Nothing being made on the barracks right now. A factory going down, so it does look like BigAT most likely was designed to go for some 1-1-1 sort of goodness. And that will make a difference.
I'm a bit surprised he's getting a factory, even though his gas got stolen. There's not a whole lot you can do with it, especially when that probe sees the factory going down.
You know what's amazing on this map? DTs. You know why? Because you could proxy them into the back of your opponent's base.
I know, it's not even like a flat ground, it's high ground. And it's just, what do you do?
Of course, the SCV of BigAT being warded off. We see a second gateway going down. Kind of odd timing for that second gateway.
Yeah, ideally, if you were 4-gating, you would have the other 4 gates up, but he does have 2 gas right now. Pushing out with the
factory is going to be flowed off for scouting purposes. I think it may go to that back rocks to protect them from evil treachery.
This is something you can do against gas steal. You just make pure Marines to deal with the man, that thing has 900 HP. It's so broken. But you deal with the assimilator, and you just skip the starport for your you know, medevac or Banshee. Of course, he only has 2 barracks, and he has like no units. So if that hypothetical 4-gate was coming, he would absolutely be dead right now. But instead, we have a 2-gate robo.
Definitely an interesting build here. Going for the early medevacs. So some draw play possibly. So I put a bunker at the top of the ramp.
Yeah, he's getting.
I wonder if he's going for the expansion here somewhere. Oh, tech lab.
BigAT sitting on a lot of energy right now. He needs to scan or mule or something.
The expansion, of course, going up for a Striek right now. Went for a 2-gate robo, getting that robo after the second gate. kind of odd decision in these positions, playing so defensively.
Yep, 2-gate Robo is a very solid, safe build. You get that observer out, you get to see what's coming. Should add on a few gateways pretty soon. And BigAT is getting a Raven first. Like you said, DTs are good on this map. He is, keeping some reserve of energy. Going to start Stim very shortly. Come on, you need Stim. Stim's a good upgrade. And he does it with 500 minerals, so he should be doing something with those very soon, because he's supply blocked at 35, and that's not a good place to be.
Yeah, quite a brutal supply block here. Only putting down the depot right now, deciding to use the supply drop on his depot in the mineral line to unsupply block him. Putting out a second depot now, trying to make sure he never gets supply blocked ever again.
Right, and the factory does scout the expansion as it finishes, and we just have one more gateway coming down for Striek.
So I think we're going to be seeing some sort of one-base timing from BigAT. However, that supply block's going to hurt it quite a bit. That's quite a delay. At least 30 seconds of data production.
So brutal. He wasn't even able to spend his money. You see he was floating at 500 minerals off one base for quite a while, and that's pretty harsh. Right now, just 3 racks and 1 port with Banshees, you can actually support another star port if he was doing a hardcore one base.
Although not with all the add-ons.
Yeah, you just need 1 for Stim, and you just get you can fit in a Marauder here or there. It's
yeah,
not that bad.
Marauder here or there, but you can't have the reactor going. If you had another racks.
Yeah, I'm just saying because he got supply blocked for so long, the minerals would have paid over. But he is scouting with his SCV at the bottom, checking those rocks, and Striek is just playing, he has a lot of probes, 39 versus 25, and BigAT is expanding under that observer. I don't know if I can agree with that. He's just sitting with a Raven and a second Banshee going to pop out. Stim's halfway finished. It's so late, and what is he going to do with this?
He doesn't have that many units, really. I think even if he does use a PDD, he doesn't have enough Marines, really, to show enough damage to take down those stalkers while their shots are negated by the PDD, of course. Quite a few Zealots out as well. But nevertheless, BigAT is moving out.
Right, and Striek knows it. He's chrono boosting his Robo and his gates just to make sure. He needs to add on a few more gates as his economy kicks in. And here comes the attack. Stim's going to finish at the right time, so potentially this could be very bad for Striek if something horrible happens, when he does have a good amount of sentries and an Immortal with him. Just got to take care of the Banshees. PTD is going to block a lot of hits. Here's the engagement going on. Banshees firing. What is he doing with those force fields? He's protecting the Marines!
Guardian Shield's just so good. Marines do almost like no damage.
Yeah, Guardian Shield, absolutely, I feel it's not seen enough versus heavy Marine army. It negates Marine damage effectively by 50% with armor, and that's quite ridiculous. Even though he force fielded all the Marines from his Zealots, he turned out perfectly okay. His Colossus is coming, more Zealots are coming, he has double the food, he has almost double the workers, he has an expand, and those bunkers aren't going to finish in time, and that's probably going to be it for BigAT in this game.
Yeah, this is kind of a massacre, and that's kind of an understatement.
And here come Stalkers, and those 3 Marauders cannot, in fact, beat that many units, no matter how hard they are microed. And BigAT should be tapping out. There he does. Striek takes game 1 very convincingly.
That was ugly.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
What a bad timing.
Yeah, in general, you want your Expo or Stib finished before like 9 minutes.
Herp derp. Expansion.
I mean, even though you're Terran and you can all-in, after you're all-in, it's generally a better idea to make your first all-in win.
I don't know. I found my 4th all-in wins best against Panda.
So are you like 2 racks all in, 4 racks all in, expand, 8 racks all in, and then like make Thors, something like that?
2 racks? No. 2 racks all in. Then I 2 racks all in again. Then I 4 racks all in. But in between that time I lift my base to the gold, and I 4 racks all in a 4th time.
Yeah, mules on the gold will allow you to all in pretty much as long as you want, really.
Yep.
Alright,
That
okay.
game was bad.
Well, Striek is a 100-win Masters player, so who knows? Not that Masters really means anything. Welcome everybody, this is Game 2 between BigAT and Striek. We are on Zelnaga, a TVP. BigAT sort of fumbling the ball in Game 1 and Striek punishing him quite severely for it. It was pretty brutal. With me is Casting, Splinter, of course. Welcome, Splinter.
Well, I think what we saw in that game is Australia is quite a bit closer to Korea, so that pro gaming StarCraft goodness just rubbed off. Like it just got on to Striek, that that smell, and he just improved because of it and destroyed our little foreigner BigAT.
Right, and imagine if he had maybe 4-gated those back rocks, the game would have taken half as long.
Basically, and in that first game, we saw how not to perform a Terran timing attack. Just horrible time to attack. It had to be either a lot earlier or a lot later with on 2 base.
Right, exactly. His expansion didn't kick in. He wasn't producing the critical amount of units you need from your starport. The stim was late. There weren't any marauders. It all didn't work out. And you know what? That's okay. We have Striek playing. I think Striek is the better player. And BigAT is taking an unusual scouting route. Oh my! Look at his SCV's pathing. It's literally everything on the map.
He's afraid of that. I don't know. He's afraid, I guess, of what may be coming from our Aussie beast, Striek.
Alright, BigAT going the same opening build, 12 racks, 13 gas. Striek doing the same deal on the Protoss side, and it looks like we'll just have to see what he opens with.
I'd like to remind everybody, BigAT is the last Terran in the winner's bracket.
Are there any Zergs in the winner's bracket? Is there anyone other than Protoss in the winner's bracket?
Probably not after this.
Elkers just lost to Slavic.
Oh, we did? No shit, yeah. Didn't know. It's all Protoss.